Alright, boys and girls, since it is officially winter in Buffalo and it is starting to get quite snowy outside, today's activity is going to be making our own snowflakes. So for this activity, we're going to need some white paper and some colored markers. Now, we're going to turn this white paper into this colorful snowflake in just a few easy steps. So, if you'll follow along with me, first you're going to take your white paper and your markers, and you're going to color your paper in any way that you want to. You're just going to fill up the entire space. So here's some examples of ones I've already finished. I filled this space up with all my different pink markers. I filled up this space with some green and blue and light blue markers, and I filled up this space like a rainbow. So you can fill them up with any colors you like. They could be your favorite colors, they could be some colors you just think go well together, but fill up your whole space with color. I'm going to start this paper with some light blue. If I can get the cap off this marker. There we go. And we're just going to scribble and color as much as we can. If you don't have your materials with you, this would be a good time to pause the video and go and grab some materials. Once again, you're going to need some white paper, or really any color paper, but white paper will show the colors a lot brighter. And you're going to need markers. And you don't even need scissors to make these snowflakes. That's what's so great about them, is we're going to use a tearing technique later that will allow these snowflakes to be made. It's hard to hold my camera and color at the same time, but it's coming along. I'm using some purple now. And we're just filling in our space. What colors are you using? You should have all sorts of different colors that Miss Sarah provided for you. And these Mr. Sketch markers also smell, so it's going to be a fruity smelling snowflake. I think this purple one smells like grape, or is supposed to smell like grape. And the blue one is supposed to smell like, my scissors are in the way. The blue one I think is supposed to smell like a fruit punch. I've never used markers like this before, so it's interesting to use markers that smell like fruit. I've never used markers that smell like fruit before. Alright, and we're just going to fill in the rest of our space. Let's go with pink now. You guys can use whatever colors you want. These are just the ones that I'm going with at the moment. And you can fill in your space. Just make sure the whole paper is covered in color, because we're not doing normal snowflakes here today. We're doing fun snowflakes. So we want them to be as colorful and as vibrant as you all are. We're almost done. I'd say we're like 70% done with our snowflake at this point. This is what I've got so far. I'm gonna fill in the rest. And I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going to go with another color, and I think I'll go with red. I think that'll really tie it together. That'll make this design really pop. And now I'm just filling in the spaces where the paper is still white. And at this point, you guys should mostly be finished with your coloring. If not, and if you need a little bit more time to spend on your paper, you can go ahead and pause this video, and that should give you enough time to color in your paper. And once you're ready, you can restart the video and continue on to the following steps. We're almost done. We've got 2 corners left. I'm doing really big scribbles. You can do scribbles, you can make stripes. I'm just doing what I can to fill this paper in with all sorts of color. So we're almost done. Alright, I think that's pretty well filled in. That's got pretty much almost all of the colors that I can find right now. So what we're going to do, if I can set up my camera right over here, you guys should be able to see. Alright, sorry about that. We're going to fold our paper. We're going to fold it 2 ways. It doesn't really matter which direction you fold it in first. You can fold it hot dog style or hamburger style. But we're just going to fold it in half. So you're going to bring this side of your paper to this side of your paper. And press down so that you have a flat edge, almost like you're making a book or a card. You want it to be folded in half. And then the next step is we're going to fold it in the other direction. So you're going to take it and fold it the long way, not this short way. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to be folding it the long way. Have this end meet this end. And we're going to flatten it out. Your finished folded paper should have one corner where you have all these different ends sticking out, and the opposite corner should be completely folded. Now what we're going to do from here is we're going to create the tears in our paper that make it into a snowflake. You can see this snowflake over here has all sorts of tears in it. So right now we are going to use our hands, and if I could just get the camera to balance, sorry about that. We're going to tear our paper. So I'm going to find a spot to balance my camera right now. All right. I hope you guys can see okay. And we are going to take our paper and tear the edges like so. You can tear them however you want. We can do some big tears into the paper and then meet that tear on the other side and create a little V shape. We can do that over here as well, but you guys can tear the paper however you want. Creating these little shapes is just an interesting way to make your snowflake have a little design. And I'm going to tear out this middle corner here, and then I'll make a hole in the center. Oh, and my camera fell a little. So you can set aside these scrap papers, and now, probably with some help or on your own, you can unfold your snowflake. So the way that you had it folded before, you're going to undo that. And now you have your own beautiful, unique, colorful snowflake. And you can do that with as many different sheets of paper as you want. So I'll be turning these sheets of paper that I prepared into some more snowflakes. And you can hang them up in your room or in your house on your wall to celebrate the snowfall and the changing of the seasons in Buffalo.